A reading from the Gospel according to Mark, chapter 14, verses 66 through 72. While Peter was below in the courtyard, one of the servant girls of the high priest came by. When she saw Peter warming himself, she stared at him and said, "You also were with Jesus, the man from Nazareth." But he denied it, saying, "I do not know or understand what you are talking about." And he went out into the forecourt. Then the cock crowed. And the servant girl, on seeing him, began again to say to the bystanders, "This man is one of them." But again, he denied it. Then after a little while, the bystanders again said to Peter, "Certainly you are one of them, for you are a Galilean." But he began to curse, and he swore an oath, "I do not know this man you are talking about." At that moment, the cock crowed for the second time. Then Peter remembered that Jesus had said to him, "Before the cock crows twice, you will deny me 3 times." And he broke down and wept. Let us take a moment to explore forsakenness through the story of Peter. It's a kind of forsakenness that is about being isolated and alienated, cut off from your friends and loved ones. In those days when Jesus was killed, there were many crosses. Death by crucifixion was utterly horrifying and utterly common. A way of terrorizing an entire people by making a very brutal and very public example of those who got out of line. We remember the crucifixion of Jesus. We don't remember in the same kind of way the crucifixion of all of those other people who died at the hands of the Roman government. But the cross was as common as it was horrifying. Crucifixion was about execution, but also humiliation and isolation. It was a way of signifying to the people you are trying to control, don't get out of line. Don't be like that one. It's a way of ripping apart somebody from their community. It creates drastic social consequences for staying too close to the one on the cross. So the safe and the smart thing to do is to back away, to shelter yourself, to deny your affiliation. social consequences lead to forsakenness. When the stakes are high enough, friends and even loved ones, even the most trusted, most good loved ones fall away. Social consequences lead to forsakenness. Perhaps some of us in this room have had the experience of being abandoned by friends or loved ones when the stakes got too high for them to continue to align with you. Perhaps some of you know what it is to withdraw from others when the social consequences of associating with them get a little too high, a little too painful. We might enter into this story today relating to Peter. Having been a loved one, having been a friend, having been a trusted right-hand man, only to feel the need to withdraw in the face of the terror of getting too close to the one they're putting up there. So as we sit with this story today, we have a choice in front of us. It's the choice of whether to flee and disassociate from that which is risky, or to stay close and to stay connected no matter the cost. It's something that each one of us will need to decide for ourselves when the time comes. May God give us the courage to stay close. Amen.